Rahat, first of all, just please tell me how good does it feel? You're a junior world champion now. What's the feeling like?
Oh, I mean, of course, it feels great. It's been my dream for since I've started playing squash, and it's the biggest event of the junior a junior can play in squash, and just getting a chance to be really close to the winning this the last couple of years, and actually winning it. It's a really great feeling, and yeah, I'm really happy I was able to do it.
And Anahat, what was the preparation like before the tournament? And then, of course, ahead of the final, what was the preparation like? What was the mindset like for you?
Before the event, I mean, I just did my usual. My coach, Greg, lives in Prague, so I went to train with him for 10 days. And yeah, I mean, that's what I usually do before any big event. I didn't really want to change anything because I wanted to stick what works well. And yeah, I mean, that just for the whole tournament, I just focused on, playing well. And before the final, I mean, the preparation before every match was the same, whether it was the first match or the last. And I'd speak to my coach, Greg, on the phone. I would speak to the national coach who was here in Canada with us, and I would go for practice, and it would just be the same basic routine that I would do for every single tournament. And I just stuck to that and stuck to what works well.
And Anahat, by clinching the final, you not only won a championship for yourself, but you also kind of surpassed India's previous best, which was for Joshna Chirappas, who has kind of been a flag bearer for India in the sport. So, what was it like from that particular aspect? You've also shared the court with her as well. You've also beaten her in the Indian Opens. So, what was it like from that particular standpoint?
Oh, I mean, I don't really like to think too much about, the records and, the history and everything behind the tournament because I feel like that can add a lot of pressure to it. But yeah, I mean, I've known Joshua for a really long, not really long time, for like the last 4 years, 5 years, and I've been a part of the team with her, and I really enjoy, spending time with her, and I get along with her a lot on court. And she was messaging me throughout the tournament saying all the best and good luck. And before every single match. So I think just having her support as well. She's been in the same stage as me, and she's been at that exact same moment. So I think just getting to see a message from her and getting to talk to her and see what it's like was also something that really helped.
And Anath athletes, no matter how long they go and what accomplishments they achieve, there's always a part of them that kind of if not nitpick, but always find a room for improvement. So is that something like that for you as well? I mean, you've of course won the junior championship, but is there a part of the game that you want to still keep improving on?
I mean, yeah, of course, there's still so much for me to improve on. I mean, this is just the junior stage and this is just one event, but I started to transition to the seniors now, and this was my last junior event. So I think everything is going to be very, very different in terms of preparing physically, mentally, game wise, and there's a lot just being able to improve physically as well. I think as I grow older, that will happen naturally, but just being able to improve on that aspect is something that I've been working towards, and yeah, just being able to improve on my basic game and being consistent because, you can get a lot away from with a lot of stuff in the juniors because, of course, the level is not the same, but the senior events are a lot different. And even a small mistake can cost you a lot in important matches. So I think just being able to make sure that, being consistent and I'm able to um, be good in every single match and back it up in all the tough tournaments.
And Anahat, is there a particular someone, not only in the Indian circuit but in the world circuit, whose game has had big impact on your game? Of course, you don't want to follow someone in their footsteps. You have your own game, but is there somebody whose whose game has had an impact on you?
An impact. I mean, I think this would be biased if I say my coach, but he was world number one. So I think his he's adapting my game a little bit towards what he used to do, if not my game, but also the way he used to prepare himself, the way he was before and after matches, or the way he used to think mentally. So I'd say the last few years I've been kind of following him a little bit, just understanding how he was. And I mean, of course, he was the best in the game, and just being able to get the opportunity to learn from him and understand how he used to, act before big events. And I think that just helps me a lot as well. Just and because it's my first few years playing in the senior circuit, so just having someone to follow in that way just gives me a bit of a head start as well.
And was there any moment in the whole event when the nervousness took over a bit too much for your liking? Any particular moment?
Well, I'd say I felt a little bit in the quarters and the semis. The finals, like unexpectedly, I barely felt any pressure. It was more just, it's my last match and I just need to go all out and enjoy it. But yeah, of course, the quarters and the semis I did, because there was a junior event that I played after almost 6 months. So the pressure is very different. But yeah, I mean, it took me two matches to, fully get over it. But I'm glad that it happened in the right time and not in the finals.
And Anad, I know it's still a long way to go, but what opinion do you have on India's prospects at LA Olympics?
Uh, I mean, I think it's firstly the fact that it's in the Olympics is a huge deal, and just getting a chance to, even be a part of the Olympics for India would be amazing. And I think there's a lot of athletes, especially even in the boys and the girls, who have a chance of making it to the LA 28. And I think if we're able to, get a medal in the Asian Games, and if we're able to get a medal at the Olympics and, be a part of it and be Olympians, it would be a huge deal for Indian Indian squash, and it would help squash grow a lot as a sport as well.
And Anad, last question: who has been sort of a key partner or key supporter in your squash journey so far, behind the scenes? Who has been making it possible for you to keep turning up and keep giving impressive performances?
I mean, I think the support of there's so many people behind it. Of course, firstly, my coaches are there as well. They're all there behind the scenes, sort of, and Greg, they've been putting in the work just as much as I have. And even JSW, they've been like a family. They've been there to support me in every step of the way, wherever I need it. And just having that kind of support is something that is very, very helpful in, the key events. And just, of course, my parents, my family, and they've been supportive of my squash career since I started playing, and they've always pushed me to do my best and enjoy it every step of the way. So I think just everyone's support combined, it's been really, really helpful, and it's the reason that I am where I am right now.
Okay, Anad, that will be all. And thank you for bringing glory to the nation. Thanks.
Like